What you're about to witness is me putting a T-80, a BMP-3 Terminator, an expeditionary tank, and a B-1 Centauro on my back, and carrying them all to victory. This is what happens when nobody pays attention and people are trying to do less than optimal routes on this mission. This is a very... this is actually one of my favorite missions. I've carried teams many, many times here. They're wondering, what do I do engaging the targets here? Well, you know, free points. But notice, the expeditionary tank and the Terminator have the right ideas. Centauro with no gun depression, and T-80, fair enough. This mission starts out easy enough, but believe me, it gets dangerous quickly. Let's see the Centauro. Meanwhile, I'm HEing the Skank Ray. There we go. Now watch the minimap. Watch down here. This whole area opens up. Just show you what's going on here. T-80 and B-1 Centauro are attempting to be aggressive here. Unfortunately, there's no way for them to get around, and they're getting flanked. It's at that point they should have figured that out. Oh, let's not go this way. They're not going to do that. Notice all the red damage. Notice the Howard Centauro was almost dead, and our T-80 is starting to take hits now too. Look at the damage already. I'm already leading, and I'm not even 2 minutes into this shit. Oh, it's a potato. Oh, and it missed. I still got some cheap shots in on him, though. Don't worry, I stalk my prey down there a little later. It's also worth noting that this is when I still was at level 4 crew for the BMP-3. Later that night, I just played until like almost 4 in the morning. I just was so obsessed with this and the BMD-2. I wanted to get the BMD-2 to crew level 4 and this to crew level 5. I was able to get this to crew level 5. I ended up getting so sleepy, I just didn't want to keep playing. But what you notice with the BMP-3 is that you have to administer enemas. I mean, unless you're damn sure you're fighting a light vehicle, you can just whack from the front. Oh no, I don't know how that wasn't an easy penetration. Oh well, he died anyway. But when you notice, you know, a vehicle like this is extremely powerful. You need to have in-depth knowledge of the spawns, which this Centauro didn't have, and this T-80 doesn't have either. I don't know. All he needs to do is just run the hell away. I mean, look what he's trying to do. He's trying to shoot the commander's hatch for 200 damage. What is he doing? And I'm telling these two guys, look, there's a way to do this properly. We can destroy the bunkers, and we can leave one of the SAM sites alive so we can go break the airfield buildings before. And, well, you know, they obviously didn't get that memo. So now the T-80 is killed, and the Centauro was killed. I think, yeah, okay, this isn't too bad. I've carried with 2 other people before. See the Akatsu, I'm like, oh no. Oh, hell no, we're not leaving you alive. Nice low damage roll on AG. Fuck you, RNG. This is what I mean. I don't know why this BMP-2 just let me get the drop on him, but I'm not going to question it. Because you must realize, it's not a tall vehicle, but it is a wide vehicle. And I was always very cognizant of that when I was playing. Yeah, I tell the T-80 I'm going to have a lot of fun. Just you watch, buddy boy. I will carry every single one of you to victory. And apparently our Terminator died at some point. I didn't quite see how that happened, but... And I'm telling the expeditionary tank to be careful because there's still a lot of stuff there because the Centauro and the T-80 got pushed back. And so he's going for the same. I think he knows what to do now as well. He's going to leave that one SAM site in the corner there. And I'm just going to drive. Now this is actually, I didn't know this was a strategy for a long time. I was just playing once in, I want to say tier 6 or tier 7. I was just driving. I think I was driving my T-80. And I saw some tier 8s and tier 9 guys doing this. I'm thinking, well, this makes sense, because otherwise you have to go over your own steps. You know, don't drive all the way back and forth after you get that SAM site on the 8 line or 9 line. Just kill everything on your way there. And then, once you're there, you can farm damage. You can shoot guys all up and down this road. If you can see where my mouse is, this entire road opens up. There's some guys that come from here, guys that come from here, and you can shoot all of them. I mean, even with only 435 view range, you'll see them before they see you. And even if you don't, they gotta load their guns. So, I'm just being extra sure I'm breaking this building. Oh, hello. Expeditionary tank from behind. Notice the gun hitting on this. It's not terrible. Gun barrel liner plus shoot from the hip plus shell materials. So even when it's moving, it's pretty good. So then I told the expeditionary tank, feel free to hit the cap, or feel free to get taken for 362 damage by the Challenger, and then, you know, some multiple of 400 by the BMP-2, who I don't have a shot at. Oh, no, now I do. Don't quite kill him, though. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, he was being stupid. So. And then, obviously, at this point, I realized, oh, shit, the Terminator is dead. We need to cap. So I told him, go ahead and hit the SAM. I'll hit the Challenger, too. I do take a hit here. This is just necessary evil. Or is it? I'm trying to remember. No, that's a different match. No, I killed this guy without getting hit. Watch this. I don't know how he set his engine on fire, but I'm not gonna complain. So the expeditionary tank's kind of at a bad spot. I actually don't want to leave this one towards the end because bad things happen. I still try to save him though. You see the bagel Panzer I just put a bunch of rounds into. Oh, so close! That got him. Yeah, a combination of the 100mm frag and the 30mm, you know, communist round. Uh-oh. I see a bagel Panzer behind me. I'm like, well, shit. He's gonna try and force a two-sided engagement. Alright, I'll kill you real quick then. He's gonna get a couple hits into me, though. See, this is a lot easier when you have at least, I mean, even just one other player would have been okay. We could have had somebody behind me, or someone could have pushed up with me. And I realized, well, there's no way in hell I'm going to beat the Brad. 66 damage with AG. Thanks for playing, says RNG. It's part of the problem with the BMP-3. It's like the BMP-2 and the Boomdas. They have, well, the BMD-1 and BMD-2, they have a front-mounted engine. So anything that hits you on your frontal arc is going to be a critical hit, at least when the AIs are aiming. So I'm thinking, oh shit, now there's Terminator 2 behind me, I'm not going to be able to beat him, and if I try to engage him, the Bradley's going to push me from the other way. And we are running out of time, because I know it's going to take me at least 2 minutes to cap the base, so I just have to go. I put the pedal to the metal and just start chugging on over here. Catch a Bagel Panzer by surprise and give him a nice 584 damage. He's obviously not a very big fan of me now. Still trying to make sure I'm not getting outflanked. Because you see on the minimap, there's two terms. BMP-2, Bagel, and Brad. And I only know where one of the terms is. I don't know where the term on the 8 line is going to. So I'm watching very carefully. I don't know their pathfinding. I don't know where they're going to go. So we're driving along. I'm making our way to the cap. Already look at how much damage I've done. That's more than the entire team combined. Don't worry. It will get more dramatic. I promise. Oh, there's the Terminator. Oh, shit. Thankfully, my gun handling is decent. I'm going to finish it with an HE. Because I run out of ammo for the auto. And I break his gun barrel, but do no damage. And I forgot to reload before I switched to the frag. This will get him. Ah, so satisfying. Okay, so now we know, alright, well, they can only come from one of two ways. You're either going to come along this road right here, or along this road right here. So now I see, okay, well, I need this expeditionary tank. It's not tall, but it's very long. I can use my comrade as cover. It's a good thing I actually positioned the tank the way I did. You'll see, I get some speed and I start pushing it around. Because I need to cover two angles, all while staying in the cap circle. And you'll see just how crazy this gets, and this also underscores the importance of having a lot of health. Like, you want to avoid damage early on, because you never know you're going to have to put the whole team on your back and carry them. And rounds like this, oh, shitter. Now what you're about to see is some amateur mistakes. I actually didn't know where to shoot on the top cupola for the star shit. I haven't fought one in so long. I didn't know you don't want to aim towards the very top. You want to aim kind of between the gun barrel and the base of the turret, or the base of the cupola, if that makes any sense. So you'll see, notice where I'm shooting. I'm shooting way too high. See, it's not consistent if you aim there. You gotta aim lower. Of course, me being an idiot doesn't really help this very much at all. There's a Bagel Panzer. Oh, shitter. Thankfully, that didn't hit my engine. He would have set me on fire if he hit my engine, so... I'm trying to deal with a Bagel Panzer now, too. Thank God for that broken expeditionary tank. Thinking, alright, Mr. Starship, we have problems now. He missed that shot. Right there. I find it. Smoke him and shoot him. So I'm thinking, okay, well there can't be too many more left. There's going to be a Bradley somewhere, and now I start start just getting really. At this point, the adrenaline is starting to pump, and I'm just also notice this. Notice how this expeditionary tank is completely solid. So I'm trying to carefully maneuver around the BMP-2 to get a cheap shot on him, which I get. Nice 365 with the auto with the frag cannon. Not quite an HE pen, but it hurt just enough to finish from the auto. Bradley comes in. Look at how little health I have. I'm a 2-shot for him. Ready with the frag. Ideally, I'll HE penetrate the roof of his turret and kill his crew. But that still remains to be seen. They're still... and what about the Terminator 2? He's firing HEI. You know, he doesn't even have to hit me anywhere vulnerable. So I try and flush out the Bradley with the 100. Not really sure where he's going. Switch to the 30mm. There he goes. Smoke and just start spraying. Because I know he's going to be somewhere around there, I just don't know where. So I shoot up, right, down, and left. Then I realize I should probably switch to the 100. Oh, 149! Oh, that's such a low roll. Can I get it? Yes! Yes! Haha! And I did it. I mean, I was, to illustrate how intense this round was, I was literally shaking after this round for about 5 minutes. Like, I was like, I just couldn't focus. I was just so... It was incredible. I said, "You're welcome for carrying." You're welcome for carrying. So... This was not the first carry I've done in the BMP-3, and this won't be the last, but this was probably one of the most intense, because you look at the odds, and you think there's no way. There's no way the BMP can be in all places at once. You know, everything has to go almost perfectly for it to work. And I survived with 9-1 health left. Yeah, I made a couple of mistakes, like not shooting the Starship in the lower part of the turret on the top of the turret. But... you know, even if I had gotten that first volley and killed that Starship immediately, I don't know. That it was anyone's battle, and I'm so happy that this thing right here was able to carry. What a beast! What an absolute beast!